Good day, everyone. Late fall, early winter beard Matt here to tell you all about the new changes for Spartan Race in 2023. This is what I do. I come on here when there's big news and I tell you about all the changes. And this year, we have another set of big changes. Last year, series, a short course, 1K loop for the first and semi-final thing, and then a 3K final. This year, all of that going away. The series is back to the standard distance of Spartan, a sprint, a super, and a beast. That's right. There's 3 races in this series, and those will be the distances. Now, the 3K is not going away. They will still have it at certain championship events. I believe Abu Dhabi is one of them, the World Championship. But as a series, it is going away. I think the 3K could have been a bigger success. I think if you look at the very first post I did about it, I can put it up right here. Watchable. People came from different countries to do it. Just a new, exciting pace. But the thing that we had talked about initially last year with Steve Hammond and with David Watson was that this is a very televisable product. You mentioned that it's good for TV. What is the live coverage plan for next year?
Yeah, like I said, we're working on something that we've never done before. Like I'm basically talking about a scale that we've never done before. We're we're right deep in the middle of the negotiations, the business end of that, so I can't talk about it right now. But the goal is, if you imagine significantly more professional and improved coverage, that's the deal. That's what we're trying to
It's
get
bigger than
extremely exciting, put it that way.
that never materialized. And so what we saw was kind of what we're used to seeing, which is the live stream by OCR Report. And those are going to think I'm hating because they're my competition. But let's be honest, like it's this free thing that they're doing that gets you what it gets you, which is, a pretty good broadcast. Sometimes the service sucks because it's phones, and it's not a real broadcast. A real broadcast with, you got to put minimum of 10K behind, and a company that does this for a living. Listen, we love what OCR Report's doing. We're happy they're giving us what they're giving us, but Spartan chose to do nothing essentially uh, for the TV part, and OCR Report, out of the kindness of their own hearts, were like, "Well, we'll do it. We'll do it for free." So that's what we got. And it's unfortunate because I think it could have been a cool televised product if it was the level of the NBC races we had a long time ago, or even a higher produced live feed. Again, I think the bar is set so low for us because we're just so used to being handed the scraps. And again, what OCR Report did was fine, not to the level that you would need it. Like, who's going to see it besides us, essentially, when it's OCR Report? If it's ESPN or CBS Sports or any of these, Amazon, anybody, if they'd gotten a real company to produce it and then got that to be sold to a bigger platform, then I think it would have had a shot. But now it's going away. So that's the first big piece. The second piece is that there are no longer elite and age group waves. There's simply one competitive wave. So you either race competitively or you race open. And what this means is that the fastest across the line will win the race. 1, 2, 3. And then everyone else after that is just first in their age group. So, for example, if Ryan Atkins is first and Ryan Kempson is second and VJ Jones is third, if Leon is fourth, Leon is now the first place age group. So that means the age group category that you knew about is going away and it's being replaced with this new way that isn't new. It's like what most sports do, right? Savage has actually done this way for a long time, right? So if Rachel Waters finishes fourth, for example, she's now the first place in her age group. And it's not a horrible thing, really, because there still will be age group awards. There won't be an age group series, though. Remember in the last 2 years, we've had an age group series and an elite series? There's just one series now, and you either qualify for age group or you qualify for elite based on previous performance. The way these competitive waves are going to work is by seeding, by heat seeding. So you're going to self-seed, so we hope that works out. You write down when you register how fast you think you're going to go. Obviously, certain people will be granted sort of immunity right into that pro wave, that first, let's call it pro band wave. All right, so how is the seating going to work? How are we going to get through all these what were elite and age groupers in the morning? Well, it's essentially going to be the same way it is now, except for instead of being broken down by 5-year age increments, it's going to be broken down by the time that you select for self-seating. So when you register, there'll be a place to put, hey, here's your 5K time. Here's what we think time you'll get on a Sprint Super or Beast. And so then there'll be 6 or 7 waves in the morning between 7 and 8, fastest people going first, so that there's not lines and backups. Now, if you finish in the top 3 at any regular Spartan, you now qualify for one of the 20 spots in the National Series races, the 3 races that I just mentioned. Again, there'll be people that get put in based on previous results. I'm sure they'll send us the whole thing on that. But if you finish in the top 3, boom, you are in the pro heat, the first heat, the elite heat, moving forward for these pro races. At these races, there will be prize money for the top racers. I'm not sure how far down the roll down will go. From there, the top 20 of those people that all qualify, so your top 3 at a ton of races, boom, whole bunch of them go into National Series race. At the National Series race, if you qualify in the top 20, you will then qualify for the Regional Championship, which again has its own cash prize. From there, 50 of those people will move on to the World Championship. So they've got a nice linear thing. I'll put a graphic up here. Now, as we said, I'm sure there'll be some pre-existing, here's how you did in previous races, or you won a regional championship already or a world championship already. You're already backdated in. But then moving forward, it'll move like this. As of now, we do not know where these 3 races will be, but I'm going to go out on a limb and say the first one will be at the home of OCR, Jacksonville, Florida, February 24th, 2024. I've got another video with the complete interview with Chris Maltbie, who is the current vice president of sport for Spartan Race / Tough Mudder. And yes, that means he has replaced Dave Watson. Dave Watson still works for Spartan, but he has a different role. And he and I talk about that a little bit. And also, I'm pretty sure this means the laser pistols are gone as an obstacle for the Sprint Super and Beast. I can't see them having that one stick around. So there you go. That's what we know as of now. Drop your questions in the comments below. Let me know what you think in the comment below. You excited? Be back to the Sprint Super Beast for these elite and age group races? Do you wish they kept the 3K around? Let me know. Love you, miss you, mean it. I've got to run.